A great day of cooking. How are we all doing today? Everyone's ready for the stream too. It always makes me so excited. Bonk and Kimmers, hope you guys are good. Like Bonk said, hopefully everyone is adjusted to the time change today. The only reason I knew that we had time change or remembered is because when my alarm went off at 7 a.m., it was still dark outside. And I was like, what? Usually I can like open the curtains at 6:45 and like the sun is already rising. That's how I knew. And Sam's like, no, you got extra sleep. I was like, no, they stole an hour from us. We'll never be the same. But I'm actually feeling pretty good. I had a good sleep. I don't know about you guys. Hi Trekkert, hi Michael. That's such a nice note. And it's true, it does feel like that, right? If we miss like one weekend of streams, it feels like forever. It's like 2 weeks until we see each other again. It's like half a month. So kind of like fair to say it feels like a month. Hi Mish. Hi, good evening. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever we are in the world. Wish we had extra sleep. Yeah, this one did not help us out at all. The EU haven't switched their time yet. Yours is the last Sunday in March. Right. Yeah, yours is a little bit behind the North American one. Nice, Mickey! You bought your tropical fish tank? That's amazing, dude. That will be such a fun adventure. I got Samo over here if you're wondering what he's doing. He's skimming the stock so it doesn't explode, because when you get that layer of fat on the top of your stock as you're cooking it, if there's too thick of a layer, the hot liquid is going to stay under the fat and eventually it's going to explode into a volcano on your stovetop. Ask me how I know. It's happened. So don't let that happen. It's absolutely terrifying and like so messy to clean up. So always skim your stocks.
Thomas is on his way soon.
Thomas is on his way already?
Yeah, wants to watch the stream.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so today is gonna be a quick and easy Sunday like always. Brunch is also, I always find, a nice quick meal to make. And like brunch is good any time of the day, right? Breakfast for dinner, always good. And we're actually having our friend over today for a Formula One watch party, let's say. So he's gonna be the bartender for us. That's what we usually do because he knows we're both chefs, right? So he's our bartender, we're the cooks, we make him breakfast, he makes the drinks, and it's gonna be a fun day. And his favorite thing to eat for breakfast is eggs Benedict. And ever since Sam made him homemade hollandaise at work one time, he's like obsessed with homemade eggs Benedict. So that's why we're making that today.
Shrek'd him.
Yeah. So I did link a really good recipe for eggs Benedict. It's from Gordon Ramsay. And basically everything that I would follow. And the one thing that we're switching up, or let's say our protein that we're putting extra on the eggs Benedict today, is gonna be some seared duck breast that we're gonna like slice really thin after we cook it. So it just kind of like melts in your mouth with the eggs, and I think it'll be lovely. And one nice thing about eggs Benedict, you can like even have it vegetarian, right? You don't always have to put meat on it.
I'm definitely making hollandaise with that.
Duck fat hollandaise? Maybe like half and half butter?
Half and half.
Why not feta as the protein? That would be delicious. That'd be so dang good. One of my favorites is like sun-dried tomatoes with feta and spinach. Holy shit. For like a vegetarian one. So that's what's gonna go down, guys. So we gotta make some homemade hollandaise. We're gonna do a hash brown patty underneath the eggs Benedict instead of a bread or an English muffin today, just because, yeah, wheat stuff I've been kind of bad this weekend, let's say. So yeah, we're gonna switch that up. And also like doing the hash brown underneath the eggs Benedict, the one time that we did it at work because the chef forgot to order actual English muffins, is the time that we sold the most amount of eggs Benedict ever on a Sunday. The sourdough is doing good. I just fed it this morning, and then we actually went to the store and got the big bag of flour that I've been wanting to get. This $20 bag of flour. So very excited about that. this is how it's looking right now, Mishi. It's like just kind of starting to bubble up. When I fed it, it was just at the line here, or just under. So it's just starting to grow because we're only a couple hours in. Very moist, yes, very moist indeed. Starter's happy. Goldilocks is living. Also have a coffee today. Like, we're really living, guys. Okay, so I'll make a little prep list. Sam's gonna be in here helping us today. And we're also gonna cut a bunch of fresh fruit for a fresh fruit plate, because that's also what Thomas wanted.
No.
No? That's what you wanted?
That's just what I made up.
Oh, that's just what Sam made up. Just kidding. Sous Chef Samo is the best. Oh, yeah. How is your body feeling this morning?
Oh, it's sore.
He's sore. Okay, so first things first, let's get our hash browns trayed up. Hash brown. For the hollandaise, there's a couple different steps. And I'm gonna use my little immersion blender to make the hollandaise today. We've done it by hand in the past. I will say last time I made hollandaise on stream, I was not happy. I was not proud of what I produced. So I'm gonna redeem myself today, let's say. So for the hollandaise, we need egg yolks, some clarified butter, which will show you how to do that. Really, really easy. Just boil it on the stovetop. Mickey will give you an extra massage.
Oh.
Oh. Too cute. Okay, so egg yolks and butter for the hollandaise, and then other ingredients we'll need to make it. Hot sauce, some kind of acid. I'm gonna do apple cider vinegar. ACV is what I usually call it. And then just like salt and pepper.
Do we have homemade nuggets with homemade sauce?
Mish, we had homemade like chicken nuggets, chicken nuggies with fries and homemade mayo. Sometimes you just need a Friday. I mean, we kind of had a Friday with the schnitzel yesterday. Hi Greek, how are you? Okay, so that's the hollandaise, and one note about making hollandaise is we don't want to make it too early before we plan to actually eat the eggs Benedict. No more than, I would say, like 10 minutes before you want to serve it. And then you can hold it up to an hour if you are very careful with it. It can't get too hot because then the butter will separate, and then it can't get too cold because then you won't be able to pour it. You can't complain, life is good. Life does feel good today. The sun is shining, it's so beautiful outside. Okay, so our hash browns, our hollandaise, obviously we need a poaching pot for our poached eggs. If no one in here has had eggs Benedict before, it's, I would say, my favorite breakfast to eat if I'm feeling fancy. And what it typically consists of is the bottom, we're gonna like talk about a stack. So think about like how a burger is stacked up. So you start with an English muffin, then you can go with any type of protein or veggie that you want. The most typical one is a slice of ham, let's say, and then you go with a poached egg on top of that, and then you top it with the hollandaise, the buttery egg sauce. Hi, Scoots. That too, Bonk. Good one. If your hollandaise, got too thick, you can always just add a little bit of warm water to get it to the right consistency again. Okay, don't forget the vinegar in the poaching pot for the eggs so that the whites stay nice and coagulated together. And then our duck breast. We are going to score the skin. And we're gonna sear it. I would say typically a duck breast takes about 8 minutes to cook to around medium rare, and then you have to rest it. What is that, pecans? And then we're gonna shave it. Samo said he'll take care of shaving the duck breast really nice and thin. I thought we would just season the duck breast kind of simply when we sear it, but maybe we can make like a little kind of smoky sort of like smoked paprika spice mix to sprinkle after it's been shaved, so it's more like a duck kind of bacon with the fat. That's what I was thinking. Is that it? Hash brown, hollandaise, poaching pot, duck breast, and our fresh fruits. I think that's it, guys. You purposely prep your hollandaise to be thicker. I think I do the same, right? Because it's okay if it's thicker. You can always dilute it. But if it's too thin, you can't really help that. Okay, let's switch over to the cutting board. And away we go. I'm going to have my last sip of coffee and then some water really quick. Samo made me a coconut latte today. You're gonna be my fruit cutting man. He's got a pen.
Huh?
Samo's the best fruit cutter around. How many pineapples and like fruits you think you cut at Goose just alone? So much. Okay, so who's had these hash brown patties before? Basically what you get at McDonald's, you can get them at the regular grocery store too. And what did you say, Sam? How much are those hash browns now? $3 for one McDonald's hash brown now. Are you joking me? One note on using these as the like bun underneath the Benny is you just want to make sure it's really nice and crisp and not soggy. That's what I was thinking, Bonk. I was like, is this the time where they will start to have to close down all of their locations of fast food? Because, like, eventually their prices will come to the point where no one can really afford it anymore, right?
It is cheaper to make stuff at home.
Yeah, it is cheaper to make stuff at home now. So, like, if no one buys this stuff, those places are gonna close down. So they really are detrimental to them own selves, right? So it's typically like you split one English muffin in half for the eggs, Benny. So we'll do one hash brown per egg for this. Imagine that as the bun. Because, like, how much was the entire bag of these hash browns from Costco? It was, like, so cheap. $15, and we got so much. Okay, let's do lots. We'll do that many. And because we're turning this into an eggs Benny, I don't think I'm gonna really flavor them. Anyway, maybe just a sprinkle of salt before they go in the oven. That's it. Yeah, interesting. The mandatory minimum wage increase. Is that also why you got your increase, though? Is because the wages are increasing, Sam, or that was different?
Minimum wages up to
Nothing? Okay.
I got it increased. It is a yearly increase, yes.
Yeah.
But me being there for 4 months right now, pretty big increase. Like 5.5%.
Yeah. Yeah, right, Michael? Like, there's a lot of locations here. I'm sure you've seen this too. When they build a new apartment building, they'll always build now like a commercial space on the ground floor to lease out to a business. But there's been apartment buildings like built for years already, and that's still empty commercial space underneath because no one can afford to pay the rent, right? It's so crazy to see. So like, why are they building all these new spaces when they can't even fill the old ones? Okay, eggies. We really like these organic eggs from Costco. I haven't found a better egg for the price. What is it, 12 bucks for this amount? 10 bucks for 30, you really can't beat that. So I'll get the yolks ready for the hollandaise. We need a, well, since I'm using the blender, not a bowl actually. More like a measuring cup style container. How do I want to do this? That could be okay. Could be nice to use one with a handle though, you know what I'm saying? So we'll measure the egg yolks into here. What? Oh, he's counting. Measure the egg yolks into here. We can keep the whites if you want. True bonk, yeah.
$37 to 12 cup hash brown.
Holy shit, Sambo.
So I make more than double.
Yeah. Yeah, the fast food's just gonna all end up being robots, right? But then who's gonna wanna eat food all the time that's made by robots?
It's happening in Dallas already. McDonald's.
Gross.
It's all 100% made by robots.
Albert will slurp up the egg whites. Have you ever tried to give him a whole egg? We tried to do that with Posh, and she didn't even know what to do. Like, she won't crack it on her own. What are we thinking? 3 yolks should be good, hey? I usually do 1 yolk per person.
Yeah. You do 1 extra one.
That's true though, right? Yeah, even the food that you're buying from the store is still made by robots, depending on what you choose. You should try and record it. Yeah, we'd give Posh a whole egg thinking that she'd like crack it and know what to do with it. But she just carries it in her mouth. Doesn't even like crack it or anything. She's like, yeah, I got this egg. What do you want me to do with it?
That means weasels will probably take care of ducks.
Well, yeah, they're bird dogs.
Yeah, but you have to train them not to kill them.
Yes.
So you can't go to a breeder that trains the birds already.
They don't kill the birds, they
But,
just
you know,
fetch them.
You want to have them to not be the fetchers.
Yeah, but they'll just fetch them. They don't kill them. They just get them after they've already been done. Albert's a killer! Okay, let's put this away. And then, so like, when I poach eggs, I don't pre-crack them. But when Sam poaches eggs, he pre-cracks them. So I don't know. Are you gonna be poaching or me? I'm poaching, so I'm not gonna pre-crack the eggs for poaching then.
I just don't like waiting. I like to make sure that the eggs are good.
Oh, okay. This is our extra butter that we had.
Butter.
We're just using that? We're not even clarifying it?
Clarify.
Guys, this is Samo saying this is clarified butter.
Look, it's separated.
It's separated. I mean, if you want to be really lazy, you could totally use all of this. There is nothing wrong with that. Like, even all of the milk solids. You don't necessarily need the clarified butter. Maybe it will hold longer with the clarified butter because the milk makes it more like unstable of a sauce, I would say. That's about the only part of that. I mean, right? Like, if you pour it gently enough, you can keep most of that buttermilk, because that's what that is, right? Out of there. Let's just put our eggs over to the stove. And we've got the poaching pot on this side. Boom. You use it all when you make yours? Boom, there we go. Bonk does it, it's fine. Okay, egg yolks, butter. Where's my fruit cut-in man? He's sitting over there. Okay, poaching pot we can also cross off. I'm gonna just grab a small cutting board so we can score the duck breast. I did some duck butchery this morning. It took me under 15 minutes. I think it took me 10 minutes to butcher the whole duck. Bonk, you think it tastes better with all the solids in it? You know, it probably does, right? That little bit of sweetness. So last time we did this, I just used my chef's knife. So if you get a duck breast from the store, this is how it should look. Like if you're paying someone to butcher it for you. Not really any connective tissue on there. See how nice and clean that is? And then all of the fat's been trimmed like really perfectly to just make it look a really natural shape. Don't pop it. Don't pop your balloon. They're still living. I can't wait to hear what my friend says. He's like, why is all these balloons in here, guys? What the heck? So now we are gonna create a diamond pattern through the skin, but not through the meat. And this is gonna help it get more crisp and let the fat cook and render out. Otherwise, I find if you don't do this, it stays really like chewy underneath the one layer. We don't want to score into the meat though. So see how that gets like really close, but you're not touching the meat? That's good. Because we're not really like presenting this on a plate today, I'm not gonna go crazy with a small diamond pattern. Because when we shave it thin, you're not gonna be able to tell anyways. But we still want to do this process to help it cook the best it can. Also, if you see any like feathers poking out during this time, take them out. It's true. Samuel's giggling at that. The feathers are like such a weird texture if you let it cook into there. Okay, so now we went that way. Usually I just turn this, and you can use your knife to go through this way. Who has had eggs Benedict before, and what's your favorite topping for it, let's say? And it's quite an expensive dish to go out to a brunch or breakfast restaurant to eat. I think last time we went out, we tried to go out for a stream to go out for eggs Benny. And we were really disappointed because they used boxed hollandaise and it was $24. So that was like a couple years ago now, I think. After that, we said we're never going out for breakfast again. So see how that looks? That's like perfect. Now let's do the next one. What's happening outside? Magpie gang gang. I can't get that feather out. Sometimes you just can't get the feathers out. Like stuck in there forever. Okay. And then we'll just leave these duck breasts. I'll just put them back on this cutting board. And we'll season them. And then just put them over to the stovetop where we're gonna be searing them in the pan. Can I take this out now? Yes, success. That was a big one. I didn't want to leave it in there. And see how easy it is to like smooth the duck fat back out? Even if you mess up, you can make it look perfect again. I just like kind of go back over to make sure that we went through all of the skin proper. Like up there. Okay. Boom. That looks good, guys. Just move it over and make room for the other one. Couple more feathers sticking out. Okay, I think that looks good. Maybe we'll just take those off of the board now. What the duck, Kame says. Hi, Kame. How is your weekend going? Let's get our salt and pepper out. Hello, Star Child. You're able to catch a brief few minutes of the birthday stream? Thank you. It was such a good day. We still got the balloonies in the hallway. It's been a good weekend in general, I can say. You're trying to have a lazy Sunday, which is kind of impossible with a toddler. I can imagine. They're probably like pretty fired up by the time Sunday comes around, hey? Okay. Sprinkle some salt. I'm not gonna season the other side because like I said, we want to make that little like kind of smoked paprika mix after it's been shaved to make it more bacon-esque. Thinking like some smoked paprika. Maybe we could even make it more of like a glaze. A maple syrup and smoked paprika glaze? Might go with that. We can always add more salt after this has been cooked, right? You definitely don't want to skip out on the salt though, because it's really important to help things cook evenly. And it helps them to just absorb more flavors and taste more of what you're actually eating. And learning to use enough salt is just something that you will acquire with more cooking experience. They would always say that teaching someone to use enough salt is the hardest thing that you can teach. Is this pork? This is duck, actually. That's 2 duck breasts that we're gonna sear up and shave. Let's put that over by the stove as well. Samovar, thank you. And Walter Melon. Okay, I'm grabbing this little container. The maple syrup. A little whisk. Smoked paprika. And maybe like a sweet soy. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. It's gonna be interesting. Duck breast is so good. I will say I've never had an eggs Benedict with duck breast before, so this is a new one for me too. This is our smoked paprika. I love your guys' duck emotes. Go like that, I think. I'm gonna mix this up early, right? So that the flavors can marry up together. This is our sweet soy. Has anyone had this before? It's a pretty crazy condiment. That is really, really good, honestly. Maple syrup. Like soybean paste. It's like a soy sauce, but it's like sweet and syrupy. That's the brand if you can find it. A product of Indonesia. Okay, so mix this up. Can't wait to actually taste this. I'm intrigued right now. Will this make the duck breast taste like bacon after it's cooked? Maybe. Possibly. Is it more salty or more sweet? I would say, yeah, it's like perfectly balanced, salty and sweet. That is so good. There's like just a little bit of like floral smokiness on your palate, and then it goes away. So I will say I don't like when things taste like overly smoky and then it gets weird. Whoa. That should be interesting later to use. Umami level, I would say pretty perfect too. The first thing you taste is the smoky and like sweet paprika. And then it gets a bit salty and then it kind of just dissipates from your palate. So I'm thinking that with like the shaved duck and like the crispy duck fat on top, and then with the hollandaise that's really rich. Yeah, I'm in. I'll put those things back. I'll come back with the apple cider vinegar for the hollandaise, and we'll set up the immersion blender. So we're gonna sear the duck breast. We're gonna shave it thin and like drizzle that sauce over the duck before we put it onto the eggs Benedict. For a similar sort of flavor to what bacon would be. I've never done this before, so we're all learning together. Almost forgot the vinegar. Boom. Where's my mini pro? We're doubling up on the flavor, it's true. Kinda crazy. What's the balloons for? It was my birthday on Friday. Okay, just gonna show you guys. I think we're gonna like switch up this pot a sec. Our duck broth is cooking because we bought a whole duck. Boom. So this is the pot for poaching the eggs back there. Oh, nice. You already had it turned on, Samo?
Yep.
Good work.
Low.
Yeah, just on low heat. So when we are ready later, we'll turn that up to a nice simmer. Did you get any vinegar in there yet?
No.
Okay. So really important for the poaching pot. Just a little like splash. I'm gonna do some white vinegar. Thanks, Walter. tablespoon or so is usually good. Okay, that is good to go. The hash browns are gonna take like probably close to half an hour, hey? So I should put them in the oven now as we work on the hollandaise. Yeah, white vinegar and the poaching water will help your poached egg just stay all nice together rather than the egg white floating all throughout the water. Plus, I also think that these hash browns will hold pretty good too. Oh, I was gonna show you that. Okay, these are gonna go in. I usually check them like every 15 minutes, let's say. And the oven's at 425 Fahrenheit. Let me get my watch for the timer. Because that's our bun. If we don't have the bun for the eggs Benedict, how are we supposed to plate it, right? We are not making egg drop soup, it's true. Egg drop Benedict soup. No, thank you. Politely decline. Okay. Duck is over there. Come back over here. We got our 3 egg yolks. Now to this, we're gonna add some type of acid, whether you like lemon juice. I like apple cider vinegar. Just keep in mind whatever acid you use will kind of color the sauce, so don't go with like a balsamic vinegar unless you want a weird colored hollandaise. Go with like a tablespoon of that to start. That's gonna cut through all the richness from the butter and the egg yolks. And then I'll always come in with a little bit of hot sauce. This one is really potent, so I'm only gonna put a small amount. But if you have something like Tabasco, do like a good couple glugs of it. Yeah, this measuring cup is freaking awesome. It was a hand-me-down. If you like spicy hollandaise sauce, by all means, though, go for it. I also like the color that the hot sauce adds. It kind of makes it a bit more orange. Yummy. We're just gonna use our immersion blender today to whip this up. Samo has to be my butter pourer. You actually like spicy hollandaise? For certain things, I think it works really good, right? Okay, so we are going to turn this onto the lowest speed, and we're gonna blitz all this up together. It might be a little messy to start, because this thing is pretty powerful. Ugh. I'll show you what it looks like. We're gonna go until the yolks go like really nice and pale, let's say. That means they are prepared to accept the butter. I don't think I've made hollandaise yet with this little guy, so I'm excited to try it out today. And yeah, one note on using the immersion blender like this is you want a nice, like, tall sort of container like what we're using. It's hard to mix it up in a bowl, I find. No. The printer says I'm making changes to the computer right now. No, you're not. I'm streaming. Go, 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 go. And this is kind of like heating up the yolks at the same time, right? Aerating them. Bonk likes a lemony hollandaise. I'm just gonna go for it. Now that it's like fluffed up. I didn't want it to splash in my face. We fluffed it up enough. I think that was my issue last time. If you don't like whip your yolks enough before you add the butter, I just don't want to put the yolks everywhere. But that's how it should look, kind of like thickened and fluffy. Yeah, if you don't whip your yolks enough, your hollandaise will kind of like fall flat and spread out everywhere. And that's what happened last time. So really work it if you're gonna make it by hand. Hello, my butter pourer? Hello?
You have an immersion blender. A butter pourer too?
So we talk about him being my butter pourer before stream, and he said, yeah, I'm always your butter pourer. And do you hear the flack right now? Are you listening to the flack I'm getting? That I even asked. And it's still an issue. Samovar understands what I'm dealing with. Thank you, Bonk. You're in shit. Okay, I'm going. You pour a bit first just to get some butter in there.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's go.
We're saucing. This is working so good. Thomas, get ready. I think we need some water. When it gets really thick like that, guys, look, it's working.
Do you want to run downstairs and get him? I'll carry on.
No, because I'm all mic'd up.
Okay.
Okay, Thomas is here, guys. I think I can do this on my own now that there's enough butter in. I just didn't want to risk splashing before. Okay, one thing also, before we go any further, is we want a little container with water in it. Because when this gets too thick, you have to dilute it with a little bit of water. Let's do that now. Yeah, it's emulsifying. Good one. Good words. Okay, we'll go a bit thicker. And if you've ever wondered how mayo is made, literally in the same way, just with oil instead of butter, right? Because butter is always gonna harden at room temp, whereas oil doesn't. So let's say this. Whether you can make mayo or hollandaise, you can make the other one too. We can go a little bit more butter still, or sorry, more water. Back to the butter. See how good looking that's starting to get? Woo! More. Literally just go back and forth if you need to, right? Probably gonna stop here. See how it how it just perfectly coats that. And then maybe just whisk in a little bit more butter right before we serve. Scoots, thank you for the lurk. Stay there without falling. So we want to try the sauce now. Hi to Bear Fan. A little dip. Look at that. Clearly swipe without it forming back into the line. So we didn't add any seasoning yet. I get a really nice flavor of like butter and as well as the apple cider vinegar. Maybe a touch of heat right at the end. I don't think I'm gonna do any pepper, but definitely salt. Definitely a couple pinches of salt. Cut through that richness. Balance out the acid. Let's see what that does. Make sure it like melts all through the butter, right? Not big salt granules. Those are my balloons. Hi. Welcome.
Oh.
Let's see. I think we can still go more salt. That's why we don't use salted butter. So you can control the salt level. Okay, this should be it. That's it. You don't want to blend hollandaise because then it just like kind of coats your palate with the fat and you can't taste anything else. Done and done. So now you just want to keep that in a semi-warm place. Put those things away. I think we'll turn on the pan for the duck breast, guys. We did it. Passed the inspection. Hey, so you even got some extra butter. But just in case, it's good to have that for later before you serve. Just gonna wipe the board off. Where are we at on our list? Hollandaise complete. Yeah, just cook the duck breast, sear it, shave it, and we gotta get our fruits cut. That is it. Sweet. Fruits cutting time. Thomas, would you like a glass of water or anything like that? A coffee? Yeah? Ice, no ice?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where do I put this? That's very good.
Thank you.
Hey, same color. Yeah.
Oh yeah! See? Okay, so we have the duck pan on, guys, and it's just dry. We don't need any extra fat in there because the duck has enough. Seems like a good time for a mimosa or a samosa? Mimosas and samosas. Has anyone ever seen a restaurant that has that yet? Okay, we need a pair of tongs for this. How's this feeling? When you put the duck in the pan, guys, it should sizzle pretty crazy right off the bat. That's how you know the pan is hot enough. Boom. I think we're there. And then usually I give it like a good press so that the skin can get really crispy because it's searing on the first side. And this had just cooked on medium heat. You don't want to go too high because then you don't render out enough fat and it stays chewy under the skin. You'd be down for that? Yeah, mimosas and samosas. There's a Facebook page. Well, someone's already done it then, hey? They beat us to it. It's like endless combinations, though, if you think about it. Okay, this. Guys, we need a slotted spoon and like a plate with a cloth or a towel for the poached eggs. I usually prepare those things while we're working on the protein. Boom. What?
Thomas can't find his phone.
Yeah,
Really?
here, yeah. I literally just had it.
Can we call it?
Oh, I got it.
Crisis averted. Oh, yeah. That'll happen. Be careful. Okay, let's have a peek, guys. Look at how much fat already came out. Whoa, that's looking good. I'm actually gonna just turn it down a little bit now. And go a little bit more seared than that. And we're gonna give this pan a little swivel because our stove top is uneven. That's a nice looking pineapple finally. You didn't cut into it and it's half rotted. Ladle for the sauce. You've never bought a pineapple from the grocery store? Actually? Okay, look at that, guys. That is looking pretty perfect, I would say. So a couple more minutes on the next side, and then it's gotta rest for a bit. That was my cutting board for the duck, just so you're aware, when it's complete. We've used them all. Oh, just as a kid, yeah, you remember checking out the pineapples. It's a pretty interesting looking fruit, it's true. I'm gonna get out, while we're waiting, the grapes and get them washed up. I haven't had grapes in forever. This is exciting.
So, Keelan got a call for an interview for B2. And then, 2 weeks later, he's gonna call back and he said reschedule the interview.
I was like, okay.
Restructuring the
Just for cleaner. Yeah. Okay guys, so the grapes, we're gonna put cold water in the bowl.
We were making 20.
And a little bit of apple cider vinegar to get the pesticides off. What up, Weasel? It's been forever. And a little? Thank you, Lily, for the Prime Gaming sub, 5 months in a row. I know you only get one. So thanks for using it here.
Would you like some kiwi this morning? Doesn't matter. Whatever you make, I'll eat.
He says yes, Sam. Okay guys, we're gonna pop the duck breast just on this kind of thicker side that you see bulging out there. So I always find it kind of stays undercooked. They're chilling together. Wait, sorry, Lily was at 35 months, not 5. I didn't read enough. You're even pre-peeling the kiwi? That's fancy. Oh yeah, our time changed and Europe's didn't. So you guys are behind now? That sucks. At least you still made it in though. Okay, now I'm gonna put it back onto that other side for a little bit longer. And go like over here with it. Yeah. You're cleaning the basement for a new dryer installed? That's always exciting if you're an adult. Guys, I'm checking on the hash brownies. Probably give them a little flipperoo. Yeah, they're getting nice and crisp. Back in. Do like 7 more minutes on those and probably good. How's this feeling? I'm gonna go back onto the skin side now for one last little crisp up. And then I think we can start poaching eggs. We're crushing it, guys. Hash brownies. But you need these? You can drain them now.
Where's 100 Mile House at a Patronus camp?
Like a Mercedes-Benz Petronov count?
Yeah.
What?
He's like sending us photos because he's lodge manager. People have like Lewis Hamilton stuff all in their rooms because it's assigned rooms. We're like, what? It's pretty fancy.
The guys have the Lego set up like Formula 1.
They probably get so much wicked swag.
Probably.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. I want to go there.
Yeah.
Those are, yeah, pretty thick duck breasts, I will say. This was a Brome Lake one, and I think that is the best quality still. Those are very near. I'm just kind of watching where it's a little bit rare on this end. You don't want chewy duck. The grapes look great. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna turn up the poaching pot a bit, guys, to get it simmering. I think we'll just pop it on this one other end here. If it'll stay. It looks so good. They're a good one?
Yeah,
They're called Sugar Crisp. Whoa.
Stevens, I think it's pink leaf. Somewhere.
Apple?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Honey Crisp apples.
Fuck yeah. Everything's just timing together.
We're like a moment away, guys.
14 of those in the last week. Big grip back.
Yeah? Well, you have a fridge. Bring up a bag for yourself.
Yeah, but then the traveling with more in the backpack.
I'll put it in my bag.
In and out.
I literally have a bag that I just bring this time.
I can steal this.
I make good money still.
Yeah.
$10 for a bowl of ramen.
Ah. Resting time.
But, yeah.
Smells good.
It's gonna be yum.
Okay, so those are gonna rest.
Resting.
I think we can actually just switch this.
Veggies are hard. Fruits are ready.
I was gonna say veggies. The heck? Kind of veggies.
The Audi that Carl signed
you thought I would put the duck breasts in the oven a bit, Bonk. I was thinking since we are shaving them, they would be a-okay. They feel pretty perfect. I like your thinking, though. Just do that for Samu. And then we just gotta wait for that to simmer. As soon as it is, we'll start dropping eggs.
You start dropping eggs. Oh shit!
Who the hell is that? What? We're chicken winging for life. Ish?
21.
Who are you? Thank you very much, Ish21, for the 10. Crushing the daily sub goal. I appreciate you. Let's see how fast Thomas gets sick of this song.
Duckling, duckling.
Yes, Sam. I love it.
What's that sound?
That's if we get a subscription to the channel, so it plays that sound. So someone just gifted 10 subs.
We can listen to it 10 times. Sometimes we hear it 50 times in a row.
Oh yeah.
Loving
Nice
life.
dancing visual.
My gif. Thank you very much, guys. Okay. One step left. That's it. I'm turning off the oven. Potatoes are ready. We have this glaze here for the duck after it's been sliced. Insane. Insanity. I'm gonna build the fruit plate on the side.
I can't remember what this one is, but it's so good. I hate that.
Does it say on it?
No. It's just
Norges, yeah,
Oh,
he
no.
gifted 100 subs once. He's crazy. You guys love this song. We could hear it all day, Kate. I'm surprised. I mean, this is what, year 2 or 3 with that song? We're still not sick of it. Hello? Pot? Simmering? Yeah, the hype train when we used to have it. Okay. Once my hands are not fruited, I'll welcome everyone in.
I'm rolling up to get 458 with
I won't tell people that I'm lottery.
Yeah.
Better be mashing one beside it.
Boom.
CP3 beside that 458.
Yeah.
Oh, I put the long slices for the fruit plate.
Well, shit.
I made
Hey, you
nice
could bring
ones.
that over if Thomas wants to munch. Here, wait. We'll probably go family style on that because it won't fit on the plate anyways. And I don't like hollandaise on my fruit.
What are those for?
Hubs that are inside of here.
Okay, we got 10 gifted subbies.
Yeah, so those are actually.
Thank you very much, Ish_21 for that. We got Cat of Whimsy, fellow food and drink streamer, who we just rated, I think, earlier this week or last week.
Oh,
Terry, 9 of 12, Chef on Paper, Beachy Peasy Sandy, 60 Fulcrum, Miss Monet, Toast Buck, Wavek, and Nardo Bolo, as well as Ish21 subscribing themselves. So welcome back to the kitchen crew, guys. That definitely deserves a shout out. We don't even know who they are, and they just come in here spreading the love, the deliciousness. Okay, we got simmering action finally.
Yeah. So I don't have the audio ever on. I just read the chat.
So we are going to swirl the water. And then we're gonna crack the egg down the side of the pot. And there's already vinegar in there. Really important you don't break the yolks as you're cracking the eggs. I can usually crack 2 eggs in after each swirl. The most amount of eggs I've ever poached in one pot was 30. Once it gets fuller though, it gets less swirly. Who the heck is that right now?
621 with 20.
Holy shit! Thank you very much. They just completed the dono goal for the weekend too? Okay, that's it guys, now we just wait.
They say, I think you rated Evan and Caitlin yesterday. Love your vibe. Happy birthday.
Aw, that's awesome. How did their Dippin' Dots turn out? 'Cause I didn't end up finishing watching their stream. Did they successfully make the Dippin' Dots with the nitrogen? I appreciate you coming back here. I think you'll fit right in.
Your birthday?
On Friday it was.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. That's why we got balloonies. Samo's slicing the duck already. How's that cook? Almost too perfect. Look at this, guys. Oh. And then we got this kind of like smoky, sweet, salty glaze to dribble over top. Whoa, that is so much better than the other duck I bought from Superstore. Like 10 times better. Just the texture itself. Okay, so when it starts to re-simmer, guys, just turn the pot back down because you don't want it to go crazy and like break the yolks, right? You don't want to break open these perfect egg parcels. And then I'd kind of just lift them out of the water and give them a little poke to see how cooked they are. If you can't see through the foam, just scoop it out. Nope, no rolling boil allowed when poaching. Unless you're like the fastest and best egg poacher ever, I guess. But look how good that's looking already. Insane. That's your wife's favorite meal is eggs Benedict? $100 to eat the egg foam? That would have been the easiest $100 I ever made, man. Just tastes like fluffy egg white. Thomas, is eggs Benedict your favorite breakfast
Oh, yeah.
food? Yeah. There is no other. It's mine too. Mine's with smoked salmon. What's yours? What's your favorite topper?
I like just the regular egg patty.
Just with the ham or by itself?
Just with the ham.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
Like the stuff you guys make is amazing, but yeah,
You really can't go wrong with it,
This
right?
will be pretty close. Wait, how thin I shave that?
Yeah, Samo with the knife shaving skills, me with the cooking skills. First ones are almost done.
How many eggs did you do?
I did 6 to start. That one is getting close. Turn it back up just a little bit more. We're getting ready for the plating, guys. Eggs are coming out. First two look really, really good. Sam, you can plate with these if you want. Really, really, really good. We're just gonna put the duck on the hash brown, guys, before the egg. Samo's gonna plate with you while I watch the eggs. You're in a good spot. You're in a good spot.
Right there. You're good.
So duck, drizzle. I'll come over with the egg. I knew that was gonna happen. You need to help me on that one. Perfect. The salivating is happening. What are you doing? And where are you going? What?
Going to my spot.
I didn't know you had a spot.
I have a spot.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna finish this one. Ready, guys, for the great saucing? Do you have cutlery? Oh, shit. I'm used to serving the guest first, guys. This was mine. I didn't know.
Don't worry, I got Thomas.
Okay.
Yes, will be served regardless.
Guys. I'm like shaking. I'm so excited. Nice. That is how I like my egg anyways.
Here you go, sir.
Okay, so I'm like more of a jammy egg person. That's why Samo gave this one to me. They like a really like runny egg. I don't ever sprinkle cayenne on top of my bennies. And like even still, I think I could have went thicker on the hollandaise. Because like the one thing that you think of is like the heat from the egg is always gonna make it like run a lot quicker. But I know the flavor is good, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I'm really excited to try it with the duck, though.
No, or no.
Yeah, no,
It's not good?
no. Just let me eat that just in case
Okay.
there's something wrong with it.
I'll bring you McDonald's for this.
I want to try just the duck and the potato first. This is insane, the amount of hollandaise here. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Potato's really good and crispy. The duck isn't chewy, which is one thing I was kind of worried about. Because that would be weird to eat. Yeah, it's terrible, guys. We gotta throw it all out. My nose is running. Hmm. Throw the whole batch into chat's mouth. Open up.
On Sunday's airplane, can you put a batch of holidays on?
Yeah. That's good, guys. I like the hash brown underneath, too. You've had more chewy ham on a Benny? Yeah, probably, hey, depending on what quality ham they're using. There's swearing happening over there, so we know we did okay. Greek, your mouth's not big enough for chew? Why are you underestimating yourself like that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? Like this Benny, holy shit, this would be like 30 bucks with the duck on it. Imagine if you ordered this and they came out with the nuclear yellow powdered hollandaise on it. No, that's not allowed. Complete? We made it, guys. Now we finished off the meal with some fresh fruit. Might need a couple more eggs. I was gonna do it after stream for you. Send it to you to check for poison and freshness. Quality control. We can do that. That turned out, guys. What? That was an hour and 20 minutes from start to finish. Yeah, what Bonk just said. Under an hour and a half. And we do have a really good recipe link from Gordon Ramsay. His version of Eggs Benedict is like the one that I would do out of any other recipe that I've found online. So maybe next time you're feeling like going out for eggs, Benny, try to make it yourself at home, right? Okay, I'm just looking for someone that we're gonna go raid. This, I know our quickest stream ever, I think, was only an hour. This sounds fun, actually, you guys. Walter Mellon was in here earlier. Excuse me. He's making mom's recipes. Butter mochi. Give me that. Give me that. No, Annie, again? Again? I'm literally setting up the raid, which is hilarious. We had a like quick stream today because we have friend over. We're gonna watch the race. No, Annie.
Caitlin, did you know that Walter Mellon was a cartoon?
No?
Yeah. Oh my god. It's a cartoon I used to watch.
Okay, this is for you though, Annie. That's the Benny. Impeccable timing. Yeah, it's true. Thanks, Kimmers. It was even a gluten-free Benny. No one complained. Next 2 weekends, you have the competition. Post updates in Discord. Let us know how you're doing then, okay? And good luck. Even though I don't believe in luck, I believe in skill. Walter Melon. And then you can return to stream? Sweet. It has been some months. I can't believe how fast it goes by. The hardest part of the Benny is making the hollandaise sauce. Did you see how I made it today? Because I feel like I made it look really easy. Okay, I created the raid, guys. We're gonna go spread the deliciousness over in Walter Melon's stream. He's cooking his mom's recipes today. Love that. Love that for them. So have a great weekend wherever you are in the world. Thank you for being here with us. Oh, so it was MZZV with the $20 donation, who is also Ish21. I understand this now. They did come and visit us yesterday on stream. So thank you very much to Ish21 for all the contributions. Holy shit, Annie, what the hell? He just finished the whole bit goal. That was like $70. Thank you very much. You can't just do that before I end stream. Mish, thank you for the one. Stop it. Holy, hey? Finish the solo fun for the trip. That's it. I had to kick some balloons for that one. Okay. I don't know what to say to that one, but thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, Hold Steel. The 3, the 6, and then the 9. Yeah, look, my face is turning red. I'm like, I have to accept the love now. Okay, it's ending. Love y'all. Stay safe. Bye.